stream from yours truly, Lavon Casey, and today I'm going to be doing another interview live with my special guest, Yunglink Jr. How's it been, Yunglink Jr.?
Been good, man. Happy to be on your channel, man. It's been pretty good.
Thank you, thank you. So, what made you want to be on YouTube?
Wow. Well, personally, I just want to express my ideas. I recently started YouTube back in 2011, and
Mm-hmm.
I was making a sports channel, and I'm a huge Los Angeles Chargers fan, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to like just talk about sports all the time, and I was actually inspired by this dude named EDP, and he talks about the Eagles all the time. So
Okay.
I was just like, okay, I researched how to use the camera, how to make YouTube videos, and it was pretty cool, man. I got a little clout from that, little some type of
You got some recognition. Is that what you're saying? A little
would
bit
you
of
say? I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
You
Would
got
you
a little
say?
bit. You got some. You got a little bit of recognition from
Yeah,
that,
I got a little
or
bit of recognition. Yeah, I actually created a little fan base from sports, and that's all I used to do. I used to just talk about it like every week because the NFL happened like every week. The games be happening every week. I give my analysis there, and that's when the time when I was actually going to school and I wanted to be a journalist. So I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like learning about stats, and I'm actually making YouTube videos about it. And that's fast forwarding like a few years later. That's when I started growing and I had
mm-hmm.
political views and stuff like that. And I started talking about shifting other things like more important in life. So,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, man, it's just pretty much expressing how I feel and just having a voice out there. And YouTube is a good platform.
Yeah, it is a pretty good platform to express yourself.
Yeah,
Now, tell us about your upbringing a little bit.
my bringing. Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up in a nuclear family, a middle class household. My mother, supervisor TJ Maxx. My dad was an entrepreneur. He owned a carpet cleaning business. I started working with him since I was 9. He started showing me how to clean carpet, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
So
yeah,
what's that like working with your dad?
it was pretty cool, man. It taught me responsibility and like just being an entrepreneur, like owning your own business and the power of doing that. And it was pretty cool. It was hard. It was a lot of hard labor. We had to clean a lot of nasty carpet, man.
Mm.
But we had to do a lot of scrubbing, some OxyClean. You feel me? But it was cool though. And but also too, my dad, he was a retired police officer, so and all of that. And I have a sister, one sister. She's younger than me, about 5 years. And yeah, we was just I grew up in the I guess you want to say the hood, but it wasn't like a bad part. It was a decent part of Detroit, but the thing we still have issues there, and so the school system was pretty much bad, and my they kept breaking
So
into
what
my
what were
dad's
you
stuff.
like in school? What were you like in school? Were you like the nerdy kid, the hip hop kid, the Pookie and the Ray Ray? I mean, what were you like?
I was I'm glad you asked. I was more like to be honest with you, a nerdy kid. I was a nerdy
Uh
kid,
huh.
and I think too, I had like low self esteem because like in the black community, like we was all like still to this day, like kids will pick on you if you don't know how to rap or you just you
Yeah.
just little simple stuff, man. You wear glasses or you like you tuck your shirt in. People used to call you a nerd or you wear a tie. Seriously, man, but it was a bit crazy. And so that's when I moved to like the suburban area of Michigan. I was accepted a little bit better. I was still like a nerdy kid. I
Mm.
used to read band a lot. And just been a cool kid. I wasn't like the type of nerd that got straight A's. I mean, I got like mediocre grades, B's and C's, but I was still like I was into like anime, into little different stuff, man, than the average inner city. So yeah, I guess you could say I was.
Uh. I Okay, so what made you want to become a black Republican instead of a Democrat? And explain to me why black people, won't really make the transition to be Republican or have more conservative views than liberal views.
Okay. All right. Well, it's fun. What made that transition for me personally is that I did some research. Had a podcast with BMT about this. The Democratic Party. When I was growing up, I used to always been taught like just be a Democrat,
Vote for
and the
Democrat
Democrats.
without,
Right. Right, right. Like, yeah, you probably can relate to this too. Vote Democrat because you're black or because you're not rich. And me, I was just vulnerable. I was, what I'm saying, I was living on my parents' roof, so I didn't really know any better. So I just always voted Democrat. It was planted into my seed. It planted the seasons in my mind. So I was like, okay, let me just vote Democrat. Until then, we had I voted for Obama one time, his reelection. That's when I was old enough to vote, and just because he was black. But I didn't vote because of his policies. I didn't vote. I didn't have no type of understanding or knowledge on how politics work. I didn't know that you have to fund politicians, to get things done. And then when President Obama did things for the LGBTQ community,
He
he
helped
did.
the Puerto Ricans. He
Yeah,
helped any.
yeah, and then he didn't help us. I feel like he turned his back on us. Besides giving us Obamacare, if you want to say, even though we had like a healthcare reform, and then he gave us like, I mean, he doesn't really address situations that was going on with police brutality between blacks. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
and
so many black
yeah.
kids get killed, and I was just saying like, dang, like and this is the guy I voted for, and me doing a lot of personal self development, me reading books, me reading like my personal favorite book was Think and Grow Rich, and it taught me that that you can do pretty much, if you write your goals and you read it at a night and you read it before you go to you read it at night and you read it as soon as you get up in the morning, that's they could plant your seeds in the subconscious mind. Therefore you can be successful in anything that you want to do, but you got to have faith. And I put some of the Christian as well, and like the Democrats, they was like really supporting abortion. That was really against my faith, and they were supporting homosexuality.
Whoa, 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 whoa! About the abortion. What if the woman got raped?
Now that's a little exception, but that's that's an exception. That's an exception thing. That's a little touchy subject.
I
But
know,
that's
but
like
I'm just
yeah.
playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But like far as like, just for the most part, like when I did some of my research, like did you know that they killed over 622,000 babies in abortion in the US, and it's like in the US we have approximately close to 3 million babies are being born each year. And
Uh,
I just feel like, me reading the Bible and being a Democrat just didn't match up in a way. And plus, they was just saying you're a minority, you only can do certain things in life. It was just limiting my belief. So I came to a conservative approach when I started being conservative when I started to like think and started understanding like, we don't need all this type of liberalism. They're not pushing this feminist agenda. They were standing on biblical type of principles, and it was just more logical for me. And I just felt like you wasn't a victim. Like they was more on privatized ownership, and you can do things for yourself, and they didn't have that victim mentality. And so this is what kind of gravitate me towards to being like a Republican in a way, or I could say conservative. And I think as black people, there's some history. Black people, they have a hard time gravitating to the Democratic parties. To the Republican parties because Democrats in history gave them so many welfare programs. Specifically, when Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the president of the United States in 1933 to 1945, he actually helped out and boosted out the Great Depression economy. And he gave out so many programs like the WPA, the Workers Progress Administration program, to help Americans get proper education and actually working projects and have fair minimum wages. Um, he actually appointed like African Americans to be in his black cabinet group. And so at this particular time, you can research at this particular time, a lot of African Americans, they was like vulnerable. They was worried. They was like, they got the NRA actually eliminated 500,000 African Americans away from their positions in the 1930s. In 1933, the blacks called it the Negro Removal Act, and because white employers were saying, oh, they was making too much money, even though he's making the same amount of money, and so it was just a lot of racism going on. So they felt like the Democratic Party was one to help them out, even though,
even though they didn't really help us,
yeah,
I say neither side really helps black people per se.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, but the Democrat Party, we keep blindly voting to this party, but yeah, like things really benefiting us. Like,
hmm yep.
yeah,
I mean, I just think, yeah, because I mean, as black people, I just came back from the museum, African American museum. Like, both parties, like I said, they have their downfalls, but it like I said, one time we was voting Republican, and like when the Republicans actually too, introduced the Emancipation Proclamation freeing slaves, and also too, they was the ones that actually helped out employing African Americans. So specifically, it was like African Americans working at this bank called the Freeman Trust Savings Company that was operated by Frederick Douglass in 1864 to 1875. So, I mean, blacks was actually loyal to that. But like I said, when these programs started happening and they felt like the Republican Party turned their backs on them, I mean, that's when we start having that switch. And then you can say Lyndon B. Johnson, he had all these programs as well going on. So I feel like, and then too now into to this day now, the liberalism and feminism, they just practice like a lot of humanism type of stuff going, and the media just keep playing in our seeds, man, playing in our minds, saying like, oh well, Republicans are evil people, what I'm saying, they only care about the rich, and we are the Democrats, we care about the middle class, but it's all deceiving.
Well,
But
both
that's
sides
that's what I
are. I
feel.
think both sides are evil in their own way, honestly.
Yeah. Hmm.
But what do you think of Donald Trump so far? Because a lot of black people, they hate him. They can't stand him.
You wear a great America hat in the hood, man. You might get a death sentence. They be like, look, you wearing this hat, great America, make America great again. Are you serious? Like, come on, man, get out of here. So
uh,
this is my background, but
I taught this brother
he's still me. All right, this is my interview anyway. So you said what I think. No, you cool though. You said what I think about Trump.
yeah, what do you think of him? Do you think he's doing a good job for America as a whole?
I gotta be careful of this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that 64. It's some things that he's doing good, and some things that he's not doing good. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
let's start with the bad. I feel like on the emotional side, like he's not. He need the choice of words that he's saying, he offends a lot of people. I feel like with this immigration scandal, it's very sloppy of him in a way, because I don't believe that you should separate families. You know what I'm saying? Family is important. You shouldn't separate the immigrants from families, man. From their families, and that's very bad on so many levels. And it's he needs to work on his guess his his, and he's very arrogant. That's the bad part about him. But I say the good thing is he is like doing something every day in the office. Like he's addressing the tariffs. I think I actually made a video about that. The tariffs is just like different taxes on import and exported goods. So he's trying to work on balancing the economy.
Yeah,
I
he's
give
trying
him
to give people more, employment options because in the Obama era, the unemployment was, whoo, it was. Mm.
Yeah, it was. The Obama era, it was, the unemployment rate was pretty much racking up. Now, I will say this too. Think about President Trump. I mean, he has potential to do good, but I don't think he's racist. I just think that sometimes I think his cabinet is misguided, is misplaced. The people that that advise him, the people that advises him, what I'm saying, is like it's not giving him the type of guidance in a way, man. Like he has association with the Ku Klux Klan. I think that's why a lot of black people don't
They
mess with him.
don't they don't mess with him like that. They think he's a
Yeah,
white supremacist.
yeah, the people he surrounded himself with. But me, I'm not trying to. I don't watch MSNBC a lot because like liberalism type stuff. But I just think that it, I mean, he can do better, but he's not the worst though. I'll say that he's not the worst. I mean, he he actually, the stuff that he said he's going to do, he'll do it. I'll give him that. But I just think that before he do stuff, if that makes sense.
Speaks.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
needs
that
to
too.
practice what he preaches.
Yeah.
Because knowing how black people are, we get emotional. We do.
Oh yeah.
Like, let's be real. We as black people get very, very emotional,
Hmm.
especially when the M word is thrown around by, other races if it's not our race. Now, what I'm waiting for is, when will Donald Trump say the N word?
I mean,
That's
shoot, You got the CEO of Papa John's, man. He resigned, and you got you got that one Republican lawmaker, Jason Spencer. They on his head. He's an idiot anyway. I don't think he's dumb enough to do that. Now, Donald Trump did come to the black community. He came to specifically in Detroit when he was running office, and he went to the church, and they say he was the most humblest person ever that day. So I don't think I don't think he's that dumb. You know what I'm saying, to say the N word.
So what do you think of, Pookies and Ray Rays? There's some out there in the black communities. Yes, white people have their flaws as well with all these shootings and, all these, random calling that these white people be making. And I do think that is racist. I'm not going to lie. That is kind of racist.
Oh, yeah. White people calling the...
they just randomly just randomly calling for no reason. Like, that's pretty racist. I'm not going to lie. That is.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, it is.
Hold on.
What I think about Pookies and Ray Rays, I mean, see, those are the type of people. It's like you want to help them, but they can't be helped. They gotta like go through things and help themselves. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you can give them all the advice in the world, but they're not gonna take it. Something bad has to happen to them, like they gotta go to prison, or you know what I'm saying, for them to change their ways. Now,
hold on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
As well with people who went to jail. So, don't be bitter.
Hold on.
You just send me a third party, like, Galaxy, iPhone, Metro.
All right, I'm back, people. I am back. So, Pookie and Ray Ray, hood Negroes, street Negroes, there's some bad black people. Come on, black people, don't deny it. We can't deny it. We like to sympathize with Pookie and Ray Ray. That's what I noticed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah.
But, yeah. But who are your favorite black YouTubers that you admire?
My favorite black YouTubers that I admire.
Yeah.
I gotta say, boy O'Shea Dude Jackson.
I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. Him, Black Male Talk. He's real cool. Up and coming YouTuber. I was on this panel yesterday. He be networking with me. He's cool. Who else? Brother Ben X. I don't know if you listen to him. Who else? I'll say LAR Movement. That's probably about it.
Tommy Sotomayor.
Tommy Sotomayor. I mean, he now he's all right. Tommy Sotomayor, okay, but I won't say he's my favorite. But it's some things I like about him.
Tommy Sotomayor. I'm not gonna lie. He changed the black YouTube game. He's changed the game. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. He changed the game.
I mean, now I'm a fan of you, and I listened to. I seen that video. I think you analyzed him when he was talking to Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah,
he was laughing. Yeah, but I mean,
Jesse Lee Peterson, man. I mean, he is right on some things, but some things I disagree. Like, black people are retarded if they're born out wet. Like, come on, what the hell? What?
I mean. Yeah, that's not true because it's a very successful black people that was born out of wedlock. So
I think at sometimes he does kind of pander to white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he do.
So what do you think that the black community needs to do to fix itself?
What I think the black community need to do to fix itself?
Yes, yeah.
Whew, man. Me personally, I think the black community, first of all, we need love, and the second, we need to stop competing against each other. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the black community itself, like we have a 1.1 trillion spending power collectively, and I feel like we need to collectively just put our money together. We need to, set up businesses. I mean, you run around the black community. You in Milwaukee, right, Vaughn?
What did you say?
Hello. I was asking the question. I was like, you in Milwaukee, right?
No, I'm
Oh,
in. No, I'm in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Oh, you in Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
I was a big example. I was just saying, like, in the hood and stuff, like, especially in America, it's a lot of foreigners, like Arabs. You got Korean shops in the black community. Not very few black businesses. So I think we need to put our money together to create those. We need to get involved politically. Have our own black political alliance group. What
yes,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Yeah, and we need that's one of the solutions. So that's for politicians. We can create laws, and just pretty much just eliminate just the effort that goes on. It's like the stand your ground laws that's going against us as black people. Like
yeah,
we need somebody to represent us. So I feel like those three things, like love, businesses, we love each other, businesses, black political alliance groups. Oh, and the education system as well.
yeah.
I feel like we need to get really involved in that. I mean, now they trying to remove slavery from textbooks nowadays. So I mean, it's crazy, man. It's like, dog,
That
like I
like
feel like
slavery
shit.
didn't happen. Are they trying
Right,
to do that to where slavery did happen? It did.
right. And thank God we still got these museums in the black community. I'll say that, they still have, but teaching the real history. But yeah, man, those are like the central things I feel like, man. But and and shoot. Um I think that's about it, man. And do away with the Democratic plantation. I think that's really has a lot to do with this, man. Like
Uh,
black women going against black men. I feel like black men.
colorism,
Yeah, yeah,
curling, and you know
yeah, man. So
things. The
those are the things.
feminism.
Yeah, yeah. And until we start doing that, especially that's why I'm so passionate about like black men. Like until we start getting our stuff together, then our black women gonna fall in line and take us serious.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are my solutions.
Okay. So what else you like to? What else you were talking about some video games like Pokemon? Like Pokemon's coming on the Switch.
You said Pokemon coming out on the Switch.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh
coming out
yeah,
on the
it
Switch.
is. I seen that at E3. Yeah, yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't have a video game, but I mean, I do play like a lot of like when I'm with my friends. I play a lot of Smash. I'm into
How
that
are you in
and
Smash?
Smash Brothers. And
What do you
so
say? What do you say?
easy doing it. But how are you in Smash?
Not too good.
Oh, you said not too good.
Oh, poor man.
It's all right. It's all right. But yeah, that's pretty much like one of my favorite games and stuff like that. But
It's like a religion.
yeah, I play that a lot. But that's pretty much about it though. But I'm like I said, I own a 3DS though, but I barely play that.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
I'm not spending
what
$40.
else?
Damn.
I'm wondering, like, what do you think of my generation? What do you think?
I feel like this generation here is like, well, our
Cause
generation.
I'm a late '90s baby, like '99. So
I'm born in '93, so we kind of like we like millennium still,
okay,
sort of. Um, so in our I mean, I guess the future for us is like it's like we tired of the BS. I want to say, but we just have misguided direction in a way. Like we kind of like we're more innovators. A lot of us are creative rappers. A
mm-hmm.
lot of us are artists. Like you. This is creative. You doing
Yeah,
YouTube. You being consistent with your channel. Like I mean, we doing things outside the norm.
yeah,
We technically, I'm not gonna say all, but I'll say good 90% of us hate 9 to 5s. We hate that BS, and And we getting forced to do that, and this is gonna be a discussion. We're doing forced to do that either from our parents or we just feel like because society said we need to do that. We need a real job. Think about it. You made a video about this. People be thinking YouTube is not a real job. People think rapping is not a real job. People thinking that it could be anything.
It's easier to get into
Writing
college than
music.
to do than it
Yeah,
is to do YouTube. I will say that.
exactly. Yeah, you
Much
said it's
much
easy. Oh, well,
easier.
yeah, YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, YouTube is
Yeah, it's much
but
much easier.
you gotta love it. You gotta love what you do. But I feel like in
Yes.
our generation, we're frustrated when like the older generation are not supporting our goals, supporting our dreams, because we don't have the because we live in the information age. And so, you know, a lot of parents, they be like, you know, go to school, go to college, you know what I'm saying, get this good job, which is great. It worked out for a lot of people. But if you like, you know, you creative, you know, you want to do something and you don't have to require college education, and you go against the grain and you don't get that support, and then now you look frowned upon, society saying you ain't nothing, you can't do this, you got to do this because, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're kind of rebellious in a way.
I think we as black people should use the internet more.
We just, but yeah, yeah.
I think we should use it for more, websites, make business websites,
Exactly. But
YouTube, and besides just
exactly.
World Star Hip Hop and, Facebook and all that. That's for
Yeah. I
me.
mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, man, because we got technology in our hands. Like me, I mean, by the click of a button, man, you can type in how to do this, how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't afford to go to college, one of the mentors said, if you can't afford to go to college, he said, go to eBay, rent
Mm.
or buy a book, buy a textbook that's something that you want to learn. If you want to learn about physics, he said go to eBay. If you want to learn how to do anything, how to draw, or you want to learn how to I don't know, just pretty much do anything like that requires a college education. He said you can go on eBay and educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go in debt. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we figuring out ways to provide income, that's out of the norm in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this generation, by the time if we make it there, if we get into our 40s, 50s, it's gonna be different, man. I mean, we might have flying cars. It might be, man, we might have like a lot of multi-millionaires. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different
Yeah.
generation. And they can be like, "What you do for a living?" You tell your kids like, "Well, shit, I'm a
I'm a
gamer."
video.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a
I
video
mean,
producer. I'm a gamer. I mean,
right. Right.
yeah.
And so we gonna be telling this to our grandkids, like, we're not gonna be like like my granddad, he was an electrical engineer,
Uh
God
huh.
rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're not gonna have those type of careers, but most of us we're gonna be like, well, I retired from, I'm being a music producer, or I retired from being a film producer, I
A
retired from actually
self-made,
a self-made.
self-made.
Yeah, we're gonna be a lot of us gonna be self-made, telling our grandkids how to do this, and it's gonna be different. So I feel like this generation is unique. But the thing is, we gotta stop. We gotta use this social media to our advantage and stop using it to kill people, using it to just channel our frustrations on the wrong things. But
Yeah.
this is a unique generation though,
Yeah.
because I mean all that I mean a lot of us, a lot of kids, man, they don't want to get their hands dirty. I don't know if you heard that before. That saying, these young kids don't want to get their hands dirty. I mean they don't want to do manual labor work, and which is okay.
Mm.
That doesn't mean they lazy. I just feel like we was born.
What though? You mean those blue collar,
Yeah, blue collar jobs. Thank
like the
you.
construction and all
Yeah,
that? Is
yeah. I
that what
mean,
you
me
mean?
personally, yeah. Because me personally, I don't know how you are, but me, I'm not into all of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll do it, but if I have to. But me, I don't want to have a career in it. I don't care if they pay me 100,000 a year. I don't want a career in it. I want a career in like filming. I want a career in like entertainment. You feel me? Like that's just something
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I like to do. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind, like, of course, cutting the grass, stuff like that's basic, so you gotta do. But I'm just saying, far as like me having a career in like just building things and like manual labor, that's kind of out of the way. And back then, they used to. That's what people did. That's what people retire off on, and they kind of push that on the new generation. And I feel like there's a conflict there
Uh.
because we're more into entertainment. We're more into
Yeah.
entertainment, bro. That's why World Star is so. Yeah, that's why World Star and YouTube is so popular. That's why we love that stuff.
Yeah. We love the buffoonery. We love it.
Hmm. Yeah, because Levine, you into computers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he told me he was doing IT after high school. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
something, yeah, something with technology. That's what I think most of our careers was going to be in. But yeah,
yeah. Fixing computers, stuff like that.
yeah, because I don't know how you are with physical labor. I don't know if you like that or not, but yeah,
I'll do it, but don't think it'll be
yeah,
fun.
right, right,
Don't. I'll do it.
yeah. But that's how I feel about our generation. I think it's unique, but we got potential. We just gotta love each other, man, and understand this and not be distracted. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and stop entertaining buffoonery. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
All right, Chad. You guys got any questions for Yunglink Jr.? You guys got any questions or anything? Put them in the chat. Man, like, when was your first time watching Jesse Lee Peterson? What did you think of him?
My first time ever watching him.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had an interview with the Black Lives Matter. This was back in 2015. I'm gonna say, and he was chastising. I felt like he was very close minded when I first I was like, I don't understand how people get to like him. Like he was just close minded and
You think
just.
he's slow? You think he's retarded?
I don't think he's retarded. I just think he misinformed on a lot of things. He's just.
Well, he's old. I mean, he's in his 60s.
And he be cutting people off. Like for instance, I don't know you watched the Vice show, but Phil had an interview with him. He was just asking him irrelevant questions. Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think it was something wrong with him mentally.
Mm.
But I'm not a fan of him. I had to watch more interviews. Maybe he gotten better, but that's based on what I discovered.
I've been watching him. That's amazing. That's his catchphrase, and he's funny. He's a funny guy in his own way. Different sense of humor. So
he always be saying, "Did you have fun on the show?"
He had fun.
Like, no, hell no, I have fun. But yeah.
Okay, a question from Georgie. He's asking, why are people always hating on white rappers?
Why are people always hating on white rappers?
Yeah.
You mean like black people?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay, let me answer that. You said Georgie asked that question?
Georgie from the chat.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate white rappers. I think the answer to that question, though, based on my knowledge, I just think that maybe because, hip hop started with African Americans, and we feel like, these white rappers are probably like culture vultures, or they're just disrespecting our art, I feel like. And it's not because, I don't know. I don't know if it's hatred, though, because there's a lot of black people that support white rappers. But I'm just saying the people who don't, I just feel like, they just feel like they're disrespecting our art, and they should have no business talking about our struggles, talking about what goes on behind the scenes in the black community. I feel like if you're not, if you're not black, you shouldn't be doing it. And they just feel like, a lot of white rappers, not all, but a lot of white rappers, they get into the music industry, get the money, and just leave. And that's just like disrespecting, our art form that we created in the 70s. You're right. Right. So yeah.
What else? Chad, you got any more questions? Because, I mean...
No more questions? Come on now.
You think Trump's going to get reelected next term?
I think Trump's going to get reelected next term.
Yeah, do you think so?
Oh, it depends, man. Who running? Whoo, that's a good question, man. Damn. I'm trying to figure out who. To be honest with you, nah, I don't think he's gonna be reelected.
Why you say that?
I mean,
he will be.
It's just a lot of damage that he done so far. Like, I guess he pissed a lot of people off in immigration. But if they can get somebody, I think they got somebody lined up to take his place. Because I think they're creating like civil war a little bit between blacks and whites, and so it might be somebody that can try to advocate peace. And I just feel like another 4 years of Trump. I'm just saying because I don't have a problem with him, but I just feel like another 4 years of Trump collectively, a lot of people gonna really not take America serious. I just I don't know, man. Because you see having things with Vladimir Putin, people feel like he hacked the election. It's just so much stuff going on. Like America's having a bad rep. So and the masses they're kind of little. They might be a little afraid on that a little bit, but I don't know. But to me, that's my
I
personal
mean, I mean, midterms are coming up, and Democrats are trying to, get back on track. Yeah, get back on track. What do you think of ABL?
Anthony Brian
You watch
Logan.
him?
I don't watch
Yeah.
his shows like that. Only I heard from him like when he's featured with O'Shea. I don't watch him. But he does have talking points as far as like I mean things that the black people need to do. He don't tell you what you need, what you want to hear. Right? Yeah, he's telling you what you need to know. So he's very transparent on that. So I'm with ABL though. But some things that he need to be softer on. Yeah, I feel like he sometimes he can be a little biased when it comes to like different black issues. But overall, he okay.
Um, Another question from Georgie. What is your opinion on XX Tentacion's death?
What is my opinion on XX Tentacion's death?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
Okay, well,
it's sad.
It's a sad thing. I really think that it's some people feel like, to me, it could have been a setup, some ritual sacrifice. I actually made a video about that. I think XXXTentacion, like I say, he had potential and everything. He bought his whole family houses and the stuff, and nothing to do with that. But I got to do further research on it. I'm gonna talk on it, but I just think this bunch of jealous, they killed it, killed them. Just a person, I think what it is. Just another in society, and they got jealous of him and killed him because I knew he was coming up. He used to fight a lot of people, man, in his concerts and stuff like that. So he had a lot of bad blood with some people before he began really big. And I just think he caught up with him. And then too, yeah, go ahead.
I didn't really care for the rapper, but I felt sorry that he got shot.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yes, especially doing a charity event and doing something good. Somebody just randomly shoot you in the head. It's messed up, but yeah.
You listen to that R. Kelly, I admit, 19-minute song?
No. It's 19. I gotta listen to it. It's R. Kelly.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't even know what to say, bro. I know O'Shea made a video, but I gotta watch it. I didn't listen to it, but I just feel like, man, R. Kelly, dude, like, he made so much music, though, but it's just like, damn. Now, he admitted, so are we going to punish him, or are we just going to leave it alone? Are we going to accept rape culture? That's the That's with underage women. I just like, damn, Kelly.
Well, he ain't the only one. That's what gets my nerves. But he ain't the only one.
But people say, yeah, he ain't the only one, though. But, yeah.
Ask Joe Biden. Remember this, bro. You smelling girls' hair?
I'm off the Discord server. I'm out of the Discord server of BBB. It's a Broadband Boys. I'm out of that server, so I don't know what's going on. But I mean, 19 minutes for a song, really, R. Kelly?
Yeah, 19 minutes. I'm like, damn, what was he singing for 19? But it is what it is. Like, I should use that against him in court. I just. Oh man.
Oh.
I don't even know what to say with that. But
yeah, 19. He admitted some things. He's illiterate. He got played by. He doesn't have any publishing rights.
I'm going through a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that song though.
Wait, Draco, he banned everyone? Someone made a post up sock account And he banned everyone. Uh,
Mm.
no, I'm reading the chat. That's all.
Oh, the chat. Oh, okay.
Interesting, Draco. That's what happened. Wow. But man, what did you think of his music?
Of his music overall, I mean, I liked
Yeah,
it. I mean, R. Kelly,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was a good, I wasn't a big fan, but I was a fan of him. Growing up, listening to him, he made a lot of music, man. He was very talented, man. I mean, shit. I remember when I was 19, bro. We had a party, and we had an R. Kelly party, meaning that we was just playing all his old school songs, man, and we was like
Uh-huh.
dancing, eating, drinking, like yeah, man. We played like this whole catalog. It was a good time. It was white people there too. Like everybody, people loved him, man. Like we were like step, step, side, side. I mean, this nigga R. Kelly can sing though. I was like, this nigga is cold. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we was just
Uh-huh.
like dancing, drinking, getting down, dancing with the women, bro. Like R. Kelly was that man, bro. But I mean, like I said, I mean, it reminds me of the Boondocks episode. Huey was like, we all know the nigga can sing. You know what I'm saying? But get help. Get R. Kelly some help. Counsel him. Introduce him to older women. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, this nigga make good music. Same thing, the whole situation with Kanye West when he said that stupid remark about, 400 years of slavery. I was like, I'm still bumping this nigga's music, but nigga, stop talking about political things because but I
I
still
think it
mess with
was.
your music.
I think it was talking about mental slavery, but
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think it was retarded
Yeah.
how you said it. I'm not gonna deny that.
Running for president, dog.
You did say you made a Levon, dog, you made a video about that. You made hold on, you made a video about Kanye West. She was like, it's pretty retarded. It was retarded.
I was trying to be neutral, man. I was trying to be neutral.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, yeah.
black people get emotional when slavery comes up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So when he said that, a lot of black people were triggered.
Yeah.
But I also think that he was trying to say something else. Mental
That's what
slavery.
he used that as the wrong example though.
Yeah.
That's all that was. Yeah. Yeah, so I was just like, oh my god, you serious? But yeah, man.
Trump's motivation is he could run for president.
Right.
What do you think of I forgot to ask you. Like, I've been noticing, especially on YouTube and maybe in general with this Trump administration, that there's been a lot more black Republicans up and coming. Like that's what I've been noticing. Like, why do you think that is now?
Yeah. Me personally, I just think that you talking about like just black men?
Yeah, black
Think,
people in general, I guess.
Yeah, it's some black women too, but yeah, mainly black men. I feel like we at the time, man, we just right now we tired, bro. Like the Democratic parties failed us, and too. And I just feel like as black men, like we want to be dominant in our homes again. I feel like subconsciously it's they not Republicans. It's not all about all this false hope. We're gonna bring change. They're not all about just like you just a minority. You only can do certain things. Like as Republicans, it's one way, and that's it.
Traditionalism.
Tradition exactly. And I feel like as black men, we gravitate towards that. We starting to wake up, and I feel like a lot of research, on how the Republican Party started and what the Democrats done. Over years and how. So that's why I feel like a lot of black men are waking up. Man, it's on you, like you say on YouTube. It's black people from the hood, man, wearing MAGA hats, man. Because this dude on YouTube, he got tattoos everywhere, smoking. He said I voted for Trump. He said I fight one of you niggas. If y'all got a problem with that, you say you can post on my block and I'll beat y'all niggas. Like I mean, niggas. Like I said, man, like. It's something serious, man. Like it's hood dudes, it's some drug dealers voted for Trump. So, but they not.
Whoa! What? Well, drug dealers?
Well, I won't say drug dealers. I won't say. I think I threw it. I'll take that back. But I'll say people from the hood.
Oh yeah. Okay.
People from the hood voted for Trump, and I just feel like you don't hear a lot of it because they
that backlash. That backlash.
Hey, look. I voted for him, but I don't really care that much about him.
Okay.
So want Hillary Clinton to win.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
care for both of them.
I don't think Hillary Clinton would have benefited, black people really that much. She
Oh
was
no!
she was trying so hard to get that black vote. I remember that interview on the Breakfast Club. She made a comment about the hot sauce or whatever.
I saw. Yeah, she had it in her purse. I'm like, hey, they still voting for her though. I mean, but black people still voting for her. That's our fault. But like, because she wanted to, yeah, but she the pop go about it like Touro College in the United States. So Congress was not having her up there. She had too much baggage. But yeah.
You think she's running again?
No.
I think
she showed colors, but she did not thank everybody for supporting her.
I think she's done. I think she's done right now. So, yeah, for the most part, yeah, I don't think she's gonna be running again.
She needs to sit down. If the black man beat you and the old questionable white man beat you, it's over, man.
Yeah, there's always gonna be racist white people. Just like how there's always gonna be mad black people, Pookies and Ray Rays. Every race and ethnicity has its flaws.
Right.
Did you see my black community video? A message to black people. What did you think?
Oh yeah, you got a lot of dislikes, man, from that. But the black community video. I just think, I mean, I forgot what you said in that damn video. I think you gotta see Levon though, bro. I mean, I like the video because the stuff you said was good, but I think you got to hit him with facts. Black, like I said, our people very emotional. You hit them with facts, then they can't really argue. Well, you got some people still argue with it, but if you hit them with facts, you want to see as before. Because I just felt like the reason why you got those dislikes because people felt like you was just downing them. But if you gave facts, yeah, that's all it is, man. If you would have gave
people
facts,
racist.
The way you said it, yeah, if you would said it, but a lot of black people they was calling you coon and stuff. But it's all good.
I have a question for what's his face?
Who, me?
What's the question?
Do white people have anything to do with the state of black people are today?
He said, "Do white people have?" And yeah, he heard it.
What black community as a whole? Yeah, they have an effect. They do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, of course. There's white supremacy. I'm not denying that there's racism. I'm not like Jesse Lee Pearson who said there's no more racism. It's only right or wrong. I'm not saying all that. But I say it's like 70% of white supremacy and 20-30% of our fault.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can disagree, but
no. Like what's going on in the black community, but I feel like a lot of us too, man. We can change, like we can do stuff for ourselves. But like when I hear like the black on black crime, on the alarming rate and all this, and I hear all that stuff. Like, dang, like
yeah.
Sometimes like we always like to play the blame game though, but like we can do so much. Like we can, like I said, the business politics, man. We conform that, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I just think too, man, it's a lack of history we have too. Yep. I feel like we don't. A lot of us when they say they fans, they doing terrorizing drugs and stuff. They don't know who they are as a person. You feel me? Like they don't know where they came from. They don't know their roots. You know who you are. You have at least some type of okay. I'm at least not do this, because we were born. We know right from wrong, man. Do this for the lifestyle. I kind of blame some of it too from the media, the rap music in our communities. So
they're owned by the police,
right? And so like it's so much, bro. Like torn with it. We have so much. Like I can't remember, bro. Like the African American Museum, Charlestown, Detroit. It's like. And like I just learned so much about like we came a long way, man, and we have potential. Like it was like I said, the slaves, man. Like when they after slavery and the Civil War, man. I mean that's when they started building churches. They started building schools, HBCUs. I mean we started joining the World War I, World War II. I mean we we did so much in America, man, and I just feel like as whites, not all white people, but it's just majority of whites, man, they just, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's another thing. That's another thing. I feel like, I don't know about the reparations thing, but we should at least, you know what I'm saying, get something. I feel like based on the history that we have done and we built this country on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
like,
probably for another video, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the future of your YouTube channel, Yunglink Jr.? What is the future?
What's the future of my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Man, I just, to be honest with you, man, like, I just, like I said, I make views what comes to mind. I really want to just spread the truth, man, as much as possible.
Okay.
And not be biased. I want, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just be versatile in a way too, man. And just really, I want to wake up young black men. That's my future, black men in general, but especially young black men. And I kind of, like I said, I want to be the advocate for that. And also too, I'm getting into films, so I'm like trying to write movies and stuff. I'm gonna put that on there, like short films. So I'll be working on. I'm gonna put that on my channel. That's the kind of career I want to have. So I'm working on that, and just talk about just things in life, man, politics and stuff. So I just want people to understand the truth and be entertained at the same time. Yeah.
What advice do you have for new YouTubers? What advice do you have?
My advice for new YouTubers, of any color and creed, I just say, first of all, have a passion that you're doing, know your audience, and be consistent. And also too, don't worry about subscribers. And the reason why I say that is because people, it's okay to encourage to get subscribers, but I'm just saying don't worry about it, because like you can make 10, 20 videos, you know what I'm saying, a day, and then next thing you only get like a few subscribers. Get discouraged. I just want to tell them, like, if you have a passion and you got a voice or something that you want the world to see, just do it anyway, regardless of who's watching. You feel me? And just be consistent. Like I said, be passionate, never give up, and just do it out of love. And don't have no motivation for do it for money, because like YouTube, like Ron, like this is a different career, man. This is like you got to be really on it. You got to love it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be days that nobody see your videos. It's gonna be a bunch. It's gonna be some days that a lot of people see your videos.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some subscribers, and you're gonna have some people unsubscribe. And don't get discouraged. You got to keep going. You got to have. So basically, my advice is just have a plan, be passionate, and be consistent. To all new YouTubers, that's it. Regardless of what you go through, that's anything in life. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching the Yunglink interview. Like the video, rate, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also Yunglink Jr.'s channel. Subscribe to him. See you guys later. Peace, and thank you guys for watching and coming to this interview.
All right.
All right. Bye. Bye, people.